गिरिवरधारी यशोदानन्दना व्रजनरञ्जना यशोदानन्दना व्रजनरञ्जना यमुनातीरावनचारी यमुनातीरावनचारी जय राधा
वन्देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna. We welcome you all for today's program. So today we will discuss on Japa. Last 2 Saturdays we didn't have any program because there were other programs which we had. So 2 weeks back when we met, we had discussed on which topic? Topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. And in that we had discussed the story of Parikshit Maharaj, we had discussed the story of Shukdev Goswami, we had discussed how Srimad Bhagavatam came into being. And we also learned how important it is to read Bhagavatam every single day. Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, when we read, everything becomes purified. Just like if I give you a bad word, एक गाली दे दिया मैंने आपको, तो how you will feel? You will feel happy? No, you will feel bad. But I have taken something from you. I have not taken anything from you. I have not asked also anything to you. I have just spoken some words against you. So words carry a lot of power. If you think why we should feel bad when someone says something bad about us, he is not taking any single rupee from me, nor he is taking anything from me, but we feel bad. That means words have power. Similarly, if I say something good about you, say, wow, very nice, you came for the program, so good of you come so sincerely, so nice, you feel good. Right? Words carry power. Now these are mundane words. Mundane words means words of this world. I am speaking in a language called, which is this language? Which language I am talking in? English. I can talk in Konkani also. हम कोंकणी जो बोलूँ सकता, हिंदी जो बोलूँ सकता. ये सब भाषा from this world. But Srimad Bhagavatam is written in which language? Sanskrit. Sanskrit is which bhasha? It is Dev bhasha. It is the language of the spiritual world. When the Supreme Lord Krishna came to this world, he spoke in the same language. Just like if I tell you some words which are the language of this world, has so much power that you will feel good or bad. Just imagine how pure will be the words of Lord Krishna. Just like if I tell you something in Russian language. Anyone know Russian language over here? I also don't know much. I had gone to Poland. So Poland there is this Polish language. So in Polish language for thank you they say dziękuję. So that I remember because dziękuję is also in Konkani, right? So if you have to say thank you to someone, they say dziękuję. So let us win. That's their word. So if I tell you dziękuję, you might feel it is Konkani, but it is actually Polish language. If you don't understand the meaning of it, but the word will still have that much potency. Sorry, if you don't understand the meaning of it, the material language doesn't have that much potency. You will say, what is saying dziękuję? But the spiritual sound vibration, the Sanskrit shlokas which are spoken by the Lord, even if we don't understand what it means, it carries a lot of power. So when we chant Sanskrit shloka, it purifies us. When we chant it at home, the environment at home gets purified. We do so many yagyas, homa, pujas at home. Why? Because there is a lot of vibrations in the house. When we have a new house, we do graha pravesh, we call a brahmana. We should do that. Because all those bad omans and bad air and all the bad vibration goes out. Right? Similarly, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita at home, it becomes very purified. So we should have this practice of reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam every day at home. And that is what we discussed last time. We also discussed last time Dharma. Dharma is compared to which animal? It is compared to cow or a bull. And that bull is standing on 4 legs. We know a bull stands on 4 legs. So similarly, Dharma has 4 legs. Which are those legs? Even one leg you remember? Satyam, Daya, Saucham and Shamo. So it is Satyam, Saucham, Shamo and Daya. Satyam means truthfulness. So one of the pillars of Dharma, when we say हमें धर्म का पालन करना चाहिए, व्हाट्सएप पे न्यूज आता है या टीवी पे देखते हैं, that means what? Then you feel Dharma is not just pressing the button and giving a party a vote. That is only one time Dharma. But we have to follow everyday Dharma. Dharma is 4 things. Satyam, we have to be truthful. Most truthful we have to be to ourselves. Others are okay, we have to be truthful to others, but we have to be truthful to ourselves. Satyam, Saucham. Saucham means cleanliness. We have to be clean. That's why they say we have to take bath. So many things are there. It is a very subtle thing, but it is very, very important. We have to be clean outside and clean inside. Our thought process, what we think, We always think of our neighbor who is better than us, or we think about our relative who said something to me. All these things create a lot of turmoil. If there is no cleanliness in the mind, our thought becomes very polluted. And with that polluted thought, when we go in front of the Lord, Deva and someone said something to me. So then mind is not clean. So we have to practice cleanliness of body and cleanliness of mind. Satyam, Saucham, Shama. Shama means austerity. We have to do some tapasya. Life is all about tapasya. Now you all did tapasya to come here. It was raining. You all came out. थोड़ा भीग गए होंगे, आदत नहीं है भीगने की, बारिश अभी चालू हुआ है. So you all did tapasya. You all did tapasya because you wanted something good. You wanted to spend your Saturday by listening some spiritual things. So for everything good in life, you have to do tapasya. Tapasya means going against our mind to get something higher. Children are doing studies. Tapasya. No one wants to go to school. How many of us wants to go to school? पहले तो लोग रोते थे बच्चे, अभी तो रोते नहीं है. हमारे टाइम पे तो बच्चे ऐसे जमीन पे रस्ते रस्ते ही करते थे, मैं नहीं जाऊंगा. अभी तो दिखता नहीं है. Now you see, I don't see that. I don't know why. Besides school में teachers, माता जी किधर है? टीचर माता जी नहीं. Teachers are this. टीचर्स ने मारना बंद किया है इसलिए ना. हमारे टाइम पे तो लकड़ी लेके आते थे, अभी डर ही लगता था जाना. एग्जाम के पहले तो जाते ही नहीं थे. रिवीजन होता था, पेट दुखता था, सर दुखता था. Right? We should not go. But that is a tapasya. Because we did that tapasya, we are something better to do. So life is all about tapasya. And if we take intoxication, we cannot do tapasya. That's why in our Dharma, it is been told that we should not be taking any intoxication. No smoking, no drinking, no any type of intoxication. Because if we take intoxication, we cannot do tapasya. We become very spaced out in our own world, right? And the last one is daya. Daya means mercy. We have to be merciful. That's why no killing, right? Because when we kill, the mercy element goes. Now you will say, I don't kill. I make someone else kill. I give him money. I buy it. I don't even cook. I directly go to the hotel. I don't even know what they do. They just put it in my plate and I eat it. So where I am involved. But Shastras are very subtle. Subtle means sukshma. It goes very deep. In the Shastras it is written very clearly. There are 7 types of transactions in this eating process. Everyone gets in. One who kills, one who cooks, one who clean, one who buy, one who sell, one who eat. Everyone. The whole supply chain. सबको अपना अपना शेयर मिलते रहता है. So no one is missed out. You cannot say, I don't kill, I just went and got it, मैंने खुद नहीं किया, I just paid. But Shastras note everything. So that's why it is been told that we should not be doing killing. And if you see, human body is made in such a way that for us, it is not required to kill someone and eat. Even in Bhagavad Gita it is told that Krishna, Lord has given us enough vegetables. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita what he eats. What Krishna says, which is the shloka where Krishna tells what he eats. Which is the shloka? Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. Patram means leaf, Pushpam means flower, Phalam means a fruit, Toyam means water. So if someone comes to our house, what we will give him? We will probably give him what we have cooked. But if we love him, we will try to find out what that person likes. And we will give him that only, then he will be happy. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita very clearly, this is what I like. So if we want Krishna to come in our life, if we want Krishna to stand in front of all our problems and to stop it, if we want Krishna to come to our house, then we have to offer him something. We cannot offer him what we are eating. Right? So we have to offer him this Patram Pushpam Phalam. Then you will say what? Then I will have 2 kitchens. One kitchen for Krishna, one kitchen for me. That is also there. You know it. So many of I went to one, we had gone to one place and then there was one kitchen outside. I asked, why one kitchen outside? No, this is for Sunday. Otherwise one kitchen is inside. So if we do that, then in our time of need, God also will go to another kitchen. Then he will not be there with us. So we should not be playing like that. Krishna is the biggest cheat. We cannot cheat Krishna, right? So slowly we should make this attempt. Our Shastras are such that it doesn't dictate, it doesn't tell you. Anywhere in Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, if you see, Krishna will not tell you, you have to do this. Krishna will tell you, if you do this, this is what you will get. If you do this, Baba, this is what you will get. And both the things will keep in front of you. And then he will tell you, you decide. And that is what he told Arjuna. He told him the whole Bhagavad Gita, you say if you fight, you will kill your teachers and your elders. But this is what Dharma will be established. But if you do what you want to do, if you want to run away, that is also fine. But people will call you this, you will give up all this, Dharma will rule. And then finally he tells in the 18th chapter, now you decide, Arjuna, what you want to do. So if you see, our Shastras are very flexible, but we should not be taking advantage of their flexibility, because then we get carried away with it. Since we have come to this path, in our Vedic literature, Bhagavad Gita is the highest philosophy. Philosophy means way of life. Philosophy means what to do. When you go to kitchen, what first question comes to your mind? When prabhujis go to work, prabhujis also should go to kitchen, and some of them are going also. When you go to office, what comes to your mind? अभी क्या करना है? क्या करना है? Same with you. क्या करना है? क्या करना माने philosophy. Bhagavad Gita is a philosophy of life. अभी life में आए हम, भगवान पैदा हुए, संदीप कृष्णदास मड़गांव में, कोंडा में पैदा हुआ. क्या करना है मुझे आज के दिन? What I should be doing? Today was a holiday. Tomorrow is a holiday. What I should be doing? Am I using my day in the best possible way? Am I using my week, month, year, my life? जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. बहुत rare है. Human birth is very very rare. We should really shake ourselves and ask, am I doing the best use of my human life? Okay, if I tell all of you all that tomorrow, I have given this example in the past also. Tomorrow I put all of you all in 5th standard. Right? We are which standard you are in? Which standard you are in? Second. So tomorrow I will tell that tomorrow no one has to go to work. You will get all your salaries, you will get everything. You will have to go and sit in 2nd standard and just act like a student. Will you be happy? You will say this is a cakewalk. What is that? It is so easy. क्या करना है? मुझे तो सब आता है. ABCD आता है. Numbers जो पढ़ा कर सब आता है. Why? Because the complexity level is reduced. Or another thing is because you have already gone through this in your past. Life will become very easy for you. 2nd standard में जाकर बैठना है, right? So when we know what we have to do, life becomes easy. Problem comes when we don't know क्या आने वाला है सामने, and life is just lost. Again, if I put you in 2nd standard, you will say one more thing. Oh, I did so many mistakes in my past. I was shy when I was small. I didn't do this. I didn't learn this. Now I do everything. Why? Because you want to use this opportunity in the best possible way. You will say, I will become a NASA astronaut. The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, engineering. I will become this. I will become this businessman. 10 crore to मैं 10वीं तक कमा ही लूँगा. Why? Because you want to make the best use of this opportunity. What is this opportunity? Very less challenges, very high brain. Then you will make the best use of that opportunity. And life is also like that. I told some weeks back, Krishna tells to Uddhava in the 11th canto, this body can generate gems. Gems mean ratna. That is the power of this body. Have you ever thought, कितना मेगापिक्सल का फोन है ये? I think 50. किसी के पास 108 का रहेगा, 200 का रहेगा. You know what are the megapixel of normal human eyes without glasses? 2500 megapixel power है इसका. How Lord has given us all this, and we use it to watch a blue screen which is damaged. So Mani, what I am only trying to tell is, body is so powerful. There is no way that we can be ever sad in life. Our body is meant to be only happy. But because we don't know the right philosophy, we are always experimenting in different things. And we are wasting our time. And then we feel, okay, चलो अभी तो इतना लाइफ निकल ही गया, अभी और आगे क्या करना है, वैसा ही निकलते आगे. So we don't try to change. Right? So even Arjuna was like that. Arjuna felt whatever is my intelligence, I will see the situation like that. I see my teachers, I see my elders, I should not be killing them based on his knowledge. But then Krishna gave him the higher knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So since we have come to this path, we should not be happy with mediocrity. Mediocrity means lukewarm, just okay result. No 35% or no 40-50%. I want 99. 8% Bhagwan ke liye. That should be our aspiration. Similarly, if you see this path of devotional service, this is the highest path. There is no other philosophy bigger than Bhagavad Gita. But we have to read it. Yesterday, how many of us were there for the habit class? Some of us, right? So what prabhuji also said is, we have to first make the desire that I want to do something. अगर अंदर से आ ही नहीं है तो बाइबल में कहा गया है, बाइबल जीसस सेड इन वन प्लेस टू जॉन, यू ईदर बी हॉट और बी कोल्ड, डोंट बी इन बिटवीन. बीच वाले लोग ना वो वेस्ट है. यू ईदर बी अ टोटल मटेरियलिस्टिक और बी अ डैम बिग स्पिरिचुअलिस्ट. यू हैव टू वॉक टुवर्ड्स दैट पाथ स्लोली. बीच में के लोग हमारे जैसे, मेरे जैसे, दे आर लाइक यहाँ भी नहीं वहाँ भी नहीं, ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. बनना है तो एक तो बहुत बड़ा चोर बनने का, नहीं तो बहुत बड़ा साधु बनने का. बीच वाले नहीं, हम लोग बीच वाले लोग हैं. तो अभी हमको बहुत बड़ा साधु बनने का मार्ग मिला है, तो उसे छोड़ना नहीं है, right? But for that, desire should come from inside. And the beauty of this path is, if we have desire, Krishna guides us, Chaitya Guru, right from inside. He guides us. What is next? And naturally, see, all of you all who came over here to ISKCON program, you always had a desire to know something higher in life. I want to do something big. I want to know God. I want to know what is our Dharma. That's why you came here. And then someone must have told you, some situation must have happened, because of that you ended up over here. Now don't waste this opportunity. Don't make this as a entertainment program. We see this TV serial, that TV serial, Friday we go to ISKCON, Saturday we go to ISKCON program. Don't make it as an entertainment program. Use it really for growing in our life. Someone had said during the election time, they had sent one message. इस बार वोट ऐसे देना कि जब भगवान राम के सामने अयोध्या जाएंगे तो शर्मिंदा होना न पड़े. Getting my meaning? So similarly, we have to live our life in such a way that one day when we have to face the Lord in form of death or in form of any other thing, we should not feel bad, or we should not be ashamed that Lord, you gave me this opportunity, but I was not able to use it. Right? So, Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the highest Dharma. Bhagavad Gita is the instruction of the Lord, and Bhagavatam are the stories of the Lord. What Lord does, why He is, who are His parents, who are His friends. And when Bhagavatam was given, Lord gave Bhagavatam, and who were the speakers of Bhagavatam? Who were the two important people in Bhagavatam? Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. And Parikshit Maharaj was having a very special situation. What was the situation? After 7 days, he was supposed to die. Right? And the same thing happened. And he had all powers to stop it, but he didn't stop. That Takshak came, a snake came, flying snake. He beat it, and Parikshit Maharaj died. Now what happened after that? Parikshit Maharaj had installed Janmejaya, his son, as the king of the whole planet Earth. And after Parikshit Maharaj left this world, Kali Yuga started. The age in which we are there now. Yuga, right? So in Kali Yuga, the symptoms of Kali Yuga are given. There are 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 12th canto, the last canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, every description of Kali Yuga is given. What will happen in Kali Yuga? We can see that. Right? The very first shloka, 12th canto, first chapter, first shloka. It is said, Tatascha anudinam dharmam satyam socham shamadaya kalena balina rajan nakshanti ayurbalam smriti. Tatas anudinam dharmam, every day, dharma, satyam, socham, shama and daya. Again it is repeated over here. Kalena Bali Rajan means by the prabhav of Kal, Kalena Bali Rajan, Nakshanti. Nakshanti means it will become reduced every day. And along with Dharma, some more things also they have added which will keep reducing. Which are those things? Ayu, Balam, Smriti. Ayu means everyone agree? Yeah. Balam and Smriti, remembrance. We forget so fast, right? As Kali Yuga progresses, Kali Yuga is how long? 4,32,000 years. And out of 4,32,000 years, how many years are over? 5. So 4,27,000 years are still there. Just imagine what will be the condition of human beings at that point of time. But kabhi Kalki aayenge. Kalki will come that time, taking a sword, and then he will finish everything. Only few devotees will be there, 10, 5, counted on numbers on fingertips, the whole world. So at least now the situation is much better. So we should be taking this opportunity to practice devotional service and not to come back in this world, go back to the spiritual world. So Bhagavatam is saying this is how the world is going to become. It will degrade every day. Right? And the same thing happened. After Parikshit Maharaj left, Kali Yuga started and everything was destroyed, whatever dharma they had established. And it all started from the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas got corrupted. And they twisted the logic of all the Vedas and they started practicing all irreligion. That's why there is a saying that the fish rots from the head or the tail? From the head. It rots from the head. The same thing happens to the society. The most Radhanath Maharaj used to say that the biggest impact on the society is done by the people sitting in the highest bracket of education and power. It's not done by a simple farmer working in the field. So when we have power, we have a lot of responsibility. So that's why society got degraded from there. The Brahmanas, they misguided everything. They used the Vedas to kill. They started killing and butchering animals. And this actually happened 5,000 years back. And that is the point when around 700, even before that, Lord Buddha appeared. And what was the philosophy of Lord Buddha? Lord Buddha gave the philosophy of non-violence, no killing. He rejected the Vedas. He said, you keep the Vedas aside, you should not refer to Vedas. And the whole India, Buddhism was spread. And the philosophy is, everything is zero. There is no existence of anyone. Once we leave this body, once we die, we become shunyam, zero. It's like nothing is there. Everything finishes after this body. It's a very complicated philosophy Buddha gave. But that was required because that time everyone was killing animals. And then they rejected all the Vedas. And that time there was King Ashoka, if you know. And King Ashoka spread Buddhism across whole India. So whole India was under the spread of Buddhism. Buddhism says no philosophy, no Bhagavad Gita. So even now, some of the people who are following Buddhism, they don't believe in scriptures. They say there is nothing but scriptures. No Bhagavad Gita, no Bhagavatam, all these gods and all, nothing for them. That period lasted for some time. Now, the Vedas has to be brought again. So then in 700, around that time, that period, Shankaracharya appeared. Shankaracharya was empowered personality and he was Ansha of Lord Shiva. Shankaracharya got back the Vedas and cleared Buddhism from India. And Shankaracharya got the philosophy that Vedas are important and God exists and we all have to be subservient to Lord. But he told that God is impersonal. Impersonal meaning God is not a person, God is just power, God is just light. And there was a reason why he said that. Because if he would have told them that God is a person, then all these people would have felt now he is directing us to one more person who will rule over us. Because their intelligence was not developed that time. They were not able to understand. That's why he just, one point of time when Lord Krishna was there, everyone was worshipping Lord Krishna. From there, Buddhism was like, there is no God, it is all void. So the pendulum went from here to here. Now you cannot get it from here to here directly. So he got it in between. He said, okay, God is there, but God is impersonal. Impersonal means he has no form. He is just light or power. And Shankaracharya single-handedly cleared whole India of Buddhism. Now where is Buddhism? It is there in China, it is there in Cambodia. So he cleared the mainland as a side main. It all went there. So the whole India was in Shankaracharya. That point of time, again after 200-300 years after Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya came. Madhvacharya would be Krishna. So Madhvacharya got the philosophy that Lord has a form. Lord is a person. He has a form, but he is very, very powerful. We are Jivatma, he is Paramatma. And he has a form. That's why you see Udupi Krishna, they are worshipping Lord in the form of small child. He is Balu. And Madhvacharya got this philosophy of personal worshipping of the Lord. After Madhvacharya, so Madhvacharya came around, I think around 1200 or 1300. After Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came around 1500. And he gave this philosophy that God has a form, and he also gave the Yuga Dharma. So every Yuga we have a Dharma. Satyayug had a Dharma, Dwapar Yuga had a Dharma, Treta Yuga had a Dharma. In Kali Yuga the Dharma is chanting the holy names of the Lord. Sankirtan. When we do Sankirtan Yajna, Yajna means any activity which is done for the prasannata of the Lord, that is called Yajna. And Sankirtan means glorifying the Lord. And Sankirtan means when everyone come together and do the Kirtan, it is called Sankirtan. So every Yuga had a Dharma. Just like if you go to some school, they will have some rules. If you follow those rules, you will be safe in the school. If you go to some place, some other country, they have some rules. If you follow those rules, we are safe. Otherwise, they will put us in jail. So similarly, we are in this Yuga. Every Yuga has certain rules or certain Dharma that has to always be performed. So in Kali Yuga, the Dharma is Sankirtan, glorifying the Lord. So all our Acharyas, you see Tukaram Maharaj, you see Mirabai, everyone has sung the glories of the Lord. Now then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then you will say, now there are so many mantras what we can chant, which mantra we should be chanting. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this Maha Mantra, the 16 word syllable what we are singing, what we are always chanting, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
It is said in Kali Sandaran Puran, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hi Kevalam, Kalo Naste, 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 Gati Ranyata. There is no other way. There is no other way. We can earn some wealth. We can be comfortable. If it's very hot, we can put on the AC. No problem. We are hungry, we get the best food. We have some health issues, we can get the best doctors and we can be healthy. But what after that? What after life? After life, we again fall back in the same circle of birth and death and so many millions of species. So there is no other way to cut this birth and life circle. There's only way is Hare Nam, name of Lord Hari. You can put forward any argument for anything, totally accept it. But there's no argument for cutting the cycle of birth and death. All these arrangements, what we are doing is temporary, stopgap. I am in the best salary in Margao. 5 crores are earning a year. Fine, so what? You will be happy for 20 years, 40 years, 50 years. Uske baad, there's a saying, right? When the chess game is over, the pawn and the king goes in the same box. Who cares? 10 मिनट लगेगा, 1 घंटा खेलेंगे चेस, इसके बाद उसी बॉक्स में जाना है. So intelligent person is one who thinks of that. He doesn't think of this life. ये लाइफ में भगवान शरीर दिया ना तंदुरुस्त, that's enough. जो थोड़ा सा साधन दिया, we should be satisfied with that. And whatever time we get, use it in Hari Bhakti. That is perfection. That is intelligence. Rather, what we get into is how to increase that little sadhan what is given, how to make it big, how to make it more, how to make it more. वो करते करते 40 साल, 50 साल, 60 साल उसी में चले जा रहे हैं. तो वे भक्ति करेंगे कभी? बुढ़ापे में तो impossible है. I tell you, it's impossible to do Hari Bhakti when you are old. You can't do it unless you are having a lot of sukriti. Prahlad Maharaj says Hari Bhakti has to be done when we are how many years? 5 साल. अभी हमसे तो छूट गया, हम 5 साल थे तो पता नहीं क्या करते थे. मैं तो I was very old when I came to Bhakti process, but no problem. Whenever we have come, we should hold it very tightly. भगवान के चरणों को बहुत घट तरह से पकड़ना है, and sincerity from our side. That only will help, and Krishna will direct. Krishna will direct, and you all have this experience that Krishna directs us. And because of that, you all are consistently at least chanting Hare Krishna. Right? So this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is a Yuga Dharma. I will send you WhatsApp message today, which is all the list of all the Shastras, which is telling why only this mantra. Why this mantra is most powerful mantra. You can chant so many other mantras, right? But in Kali Yuga, this is the most powerful mantra. But then again, you will say, I will chant Om Namo Narayana. या फिर I chant some other name, Radhe Radhe, or I chant something else. But then there are Shastric references which states why Hare Krishna mantra, this 16 words mantra, is the most powerful. I'll send you that today. We don't have time to discuss all that. Please read it. Because when we read something, we get faith in it. Otherwise we feel like, I'm doing so many mantra, और एक mantra chant कर लेता हूँ, मुझे क्या करना है? No, this is very, very powerful. These words are not vibrations of this world. Golokera prema dhana harinam sankirtana. These words are descended. Krishna has descended in the form of words. Krishna says, I have given all my Shakti in this Mahamantra. And these words are not from this world. It's spiritual words. We given this example in the past. If you have to get your work done, आप किसी का नाम लेते हो, मैं इसका आदमी हूँ, वो एक पासवर्ड रहता है, वो नाम लेते ही सामने वाला डर जाता है. अरे तो बड़ा आदमी है. पहले यूएस के सिटीजन्स बोले तो लोग डर जाते थे, वो ये यूएस सिटीजन भी कौन ठाम ही कहीं पे भी जाते तो लोग कुछ नहीं होता था. अभी तो किसी को सबको मारते हैं, अभी कुछ इशू नहीं. So the point is, these words are not from this material world. They are very, very powerful. In one place in Shastras it is said, if we chant this mantra properly, Lord can come and stand in front of us, just like how He came in front of Guru Maharaj. But we have to chant with that much sincerity and that much focus. So when we chant Hare Krishna, a lot of you all are chanting. Sometimes we feel it's very repetitive, I have to keep saying it, what is that I should be doing? So when we chant Hare Krishna, one very important thing what we should be doing is clear pronunciation and hearing every word. That's it. And you will say, how? Just by hearing, my mind will be focused. But for that, we have to do it. Chant one round. You will be chanting 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 6 rounds. Make a habit of chanting one round with clear pronunciation and proper hearing every word. Hare, Krishna, Ram. That's it. Be focused only on hearing. And then slowly your mind, what is trying to divert your mind, will let you see the mobile, go and check what is happening in the kitchen, think about what boss is going to tell you. Slowly the mind will cool down. Because mind know now that you are focused on hearing Hare, Krishna and Ram. But it takes practice. It doesn't happen just like that. It takes practice. Right? If I tell you, cricket match, out of all this whole of India, only 11 people are taken as the best because they practice. Just not that anyone is called, अरे 11 लोग चाहिए चलो भाई. Not like Second World War. Second World War में किसी को लेके जाते थे, किसी के हाथ में बंदूक देते थे, किसी के हाथ में गोली देते थे, जाओ. बंदूक में गोली नहीं है, वो जो मरा हुआ पड़ेगा उसका गोली डाल के उसको मारना है. ऐसा था सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर. इट वाज वेरी, यूरोप वाज वेरी डेंजरस प्लेस. But in cricket it is not like that. The best people are taken. Why? Because these are those people who practice. Similarly, Hare Krishna Mahamantra also you have to practice. It will just not happen like that. And this is lifelong practice, right? So it will not happen. Oh, I am chanting from last 2 years, nothing is happening. My mind is not getting focused. It will not get focused. We have to keep practicing. And what we have to do? Here, we have to pronounce clearly. And when we are chanting, one very important thing what we have to do is pray. Pray to the Supreme Lord. It is not a transaction. What is a transaction? I give you 100 rupees, you should give me something back. Now Pankaj is there, you give Pankaj 50 rupees, there. He has to give you a mala. Right? He cannot give you only half cut mala. ये 50 नहीं, ये गलत है. मैंने आपको 50 रुपए दिए तो ये पूरी माला देनी चाहिए. Transaction. But with Krishna, no transaction. You cannot say, I am chanting perfectly 16 rounds. Now you give what it is. No, nothing will happen. With Krishna, it is mercy. With Krishna, it is mercy. Why we are chanting Hare Krishna? We are chanting Hare Krishna to show our efforts to Him. We are showing our efforts to Him. Lord, I want you. Lord, give me some seva to you. We are serving so many people. We are frustrated, to be very frank. It's a point blank statement. It's a fact. Everyone is frustrated. No one is happy serving other person. Whoever you take any relationship. That is because no one is perfect. Everyone has some defect. And that's why we get frustrated at one point. But Krishna is perfect. And how we get to know more about Krishna? By reading about Krishna. So all these processes what we are discussing are all connected. 2 weeks back we spoke about association and books in the last session on Srimad Bhagavatam, wherein we said we have to read Srimad Bhagavatam. Association, books, and today we are speaking on C, which is chanting. This process of chanting is very powerful, but you cannot do this process of chanting in isolation. Okay, now I understood, I got the password how to go to spiritual world, I'll sit at home and chant. You will chant for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. After some time your numbers will go down. After some time you will hang the bead back and it will remain there only. Because unless we don't have association, unless we don't have... Mataji, can you take that your daughter outside please? You don't have to focus. it will create a problem. And that's why all these processes, what we see, A, B, C and D, all are connected. That's why we recommend that when you come for spiritual programs, we should have friends. We should not come here, sit here and go. We should have spiritual friends who will remind us about Krishna. Because this friendship is selfless friendship. This is not that friendship where I will become your friend because I will get something from you. No. I will become your friend because you will help me in reminding about Krishna, which is spiritual. So have those type of friends. You know, when सबके पास WhatsApp है, when you go to your updates, what you get to see? Updates, not updates. What do you call it? Status. Sorry, you get to see lot of status, right? So many of your contact list will put so many status. कौन यहाँ जा रहा है, कौन ये पी रहा है, कौन यहाँ खा रहा है, वो देख के हमको भी लगता है अरे वाह नया होटल खुला है, हम भी जाके खा के आते हैं, हम भी यहाँ जाते हैं, ये हॉलीडे पे गया है, ये वहाँ गया है, इसने ऐसा हेड पहना है, वो हेड बाद में हम क्लिक करके चेक करते हैं हमें सब पे है क्या नहीं है, ये कपड़े, ये मीन्स the whole world is about to be very frank and it is natural. When we see all this, the jiva, the soul says I want it. And then you will check whether I am capable of having it. I am capable of going to a Europe trip. Should I go to Thailand? Should I go to Nepal? Or should I go maybe to Lonavala? पैसे भी चाहिए उतना ये भी चाहिए. So based on that we decide what I can take. Right? Now, if you have more spiritual friends, more devotee friends in your contact list, what you will see? You will see someone is putting Krishna, someone is putting some song from Vrindavan, someone is putting video of nice deities, someone is putting a quote from Mahatma Prabhu on how to chant better, someone has put their own deity, someone has put bhoga which is offered to the Lord. Just check today. How many friends you have in your WhatsApp who are putting this status and how many material friends you have. And that will tell you what motivation you get from whom. The motivation we get from other side is more of competition, more of just showing who is better. But here, this motivation what we get is directing us on the spiritual path. So I am not saying you should leave your material friends. I am only saying slowly, your phone should be filled only with devotees so that you don't have a problem. Now when I scroll through this, I have very less people who are very provocative or provocating my senses. Otherwise, most of it I am saying, oh, where is this deity from? Where is this temple from? Then I have to reply to him, oh, nice deity, please send me the photograph. Please send me the video. So more spiritual friends you have in your life, and nowadays this is also part of our life, it becomes easy to get us through the turbulence of life. Right? Again, I am not recommending you to give up on your friends, non-devotional friends. I am only telling you to increase the number of your spiritual friends. So that when you require them in your life, they are there with you. Right? So that's why association is very important. And for association, you have to spend time. You have to do seva together. The best time I spent in developing my spiritual friends was when we did seva together. Yesterday also we were sitting over there washing pots. Prabhuji has made a very nice place to sit. So we sat there and we were like, bhandi kis rahe the hum log. So the best friends what I did in my initial spiritual life is when we were cleaning pots. Because that is what we were made to do when we came to temple, when we were in college. So all the friends used to sit together. Someone became brahmachari, someone became grahastha, someone became this leader from that group. And still that group is one of my best friends. Because we developed those bonding when we did seva together. So whatever seva, now we have a center, so someone is serving, so when you serve together, when you do flowers for the Lord, or when you clean the place or do something, in that time you form that bonding. Otherwise you see, जो हमने स्कूल और कॉलेज में फ्रेंड्स बनाए हैं उसके बाद घट फ्रेंडशिप तो बनी ही नहीं जिंदगी में. बनी है क्या? पूछो आपने आपसे. सॉरी, दैट्स अ वेरी हार्ड स्टेटमेंट, बट दैट्स अ फैक्ट. बिकॉज काम पे हम जाते हैं ना, दे आर नॉट फ्रेंड्स, दे जस्ट लाइक ओके आई हैव टू बी विद देम, सो आई जस्ट हैंग ऑन विद देम. बट यू डोंट मेक हार्टफेल्ट फ्रेंडशिप्स. एंड व्हेन वी डोंट डू दैट, आवर लाइफ बिकम वेरी ड्राई, एकदम ऐसा सूखा सूखा हो जाता है. राइट? So this is an opportunity to make spiritual friends. Friends whose aim is only one. So we all will hold each other's hands and walk towards the Lord. We will not put, because you know why in the material world there is so much of competition? Because ऐसा है, ऊपर जगह कम है, तो वहाँ पे कौन पहुँचेगा? मैं उसको लात मारेगा तो ही मैं ऊपर पहुँचूंगा ना. मैं थोड़ी सबको लेके थोड़ी उधर जगह है क्या? जागो ना थोड़ी, एक दो कुछ पाउतले हैं. So we have to push someone down, not physically but mentally. But आपको लगता है यहाँ पे कम जगह है? यहाँ पे जगह है. भगवान बोल रहे हैं पुष्पक विमान. When in Ayodhya, all in Lanka, they took all the Vanasena and the पुष्पक विमान. They were going to Ayodhya. किष्किंधा के पास आ गए तो उन्होंने बोला इनकी बीवियाँ बच्चे सबको ले लो. जगह पुष्पक विमान अपने आप बड़ा हो गया. तो भगवान का धाम भी ऐसा ही है. There is so much place. So that's why there is no competition कि अरे ये 16 वाला कर रहा है, इसको मैं उसको बोल के उसका 14 करूँगा. कोई नहीं करने वाला है. Right? So that's why spiritual friendship is something what we should really invest our time. बाकी सब जगह पे हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट करके देख लिया, पूरा क्रैश हो जाता है. क्रैश हुआ ना लास्ट वीक, ऐसे क्रैश हो जाता है सब कुछ. But spiritual friendship क्रैश नहीं होती है. It only takes us forward. So very out of lot of kripa of acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, we have got this opportunity. So we should make best use of it. Whatever little intelligence we have got from Lord, use that intelligence in spiritual things. Because that investment is something which will last forever. हम ऐसे जगह पे हमारा टाइम स्पेंड करना चाहिए जिसका आउटकम डिसप्रोपोर्शनेट होना चाहिए. डिसप्रोपोर्शनेट मीन्स 1 रुपया डाला तो 1 करोड़. ऐसा कोई बोलता है ना, 1 रुपया डालो 1 करोड़ मिल जाएगा. ऐसा है स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ. कृष्णा says you take 1 step towards me, I take 10 steps towards you. And Krishna's steps are very big. When he came like Vaman Dev, he covered the entire world. And second step, he covered the entire universe. So that big is Krishna's steps. So what is waiting for us is we can't even imagine. But for that, it takes little bit of effort. Krishna never fought Arjuna's war. He said, I'll give you everything, but Baba, you have to take the first step. That's what I said. Our religion is not, you do this, otherwise I'll shoot you. No, Krishna gives independence. But the problem is of that independence, we sometimes take bad advantage of it. So since now that we have come in this association, this A, B, C and D association, books, chanting and deity worship or diet, that is prasadam. So this deity worship and prasadam probably we will speak some other time. So if you see the whole spiritual things for last 4 and 5, this is the 5th session. So last 5 sessions we are talking on essence of Bhagavad Gita, what we started. First we started the first session with what's the difference between humans and what's the difference between animals, what we should be doing. Second session then we discussed entirely on Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita? What Krishna actually says in Bhagavad Gita, which is the most important chapter in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna gives lot of knowledge. Chapter 9, and the name of the chapter is most confidential knowledge. Right? So that is chapter 9. So I request you all, that time also I told, if possible, read chapter 9. So you will understand what is there in our Dharma Granth, what we have in our Dharma. Then we said Bhagavad Gita, and then how Bhagavad Gita itself establishes the supremacy of Krishna. Then later we discussed after that on Srimad Bhagavatam, what is Srimad Bhagavatam, and then how we should be reading Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. And today we are discussing on chanting. Chanting is the most important and most powerful process in our bhakti. If we want to get love of Lord, then chanting should have the biggest priority in our day. Chanting छूटना ही नहीं चाहिए. Devotees means like they say 16 वाला कैसे तो करूँगा मैं कुछ भी हो, आसमान गिरे, फ्लड आए, कुछ भी 16 वाला होना ही चाहिए. That is how devotees show their seriousness to the Lord. Some of you all must be chanting 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, 12 rounds, 15 rounds. Slowly have that desire that I will come to 16 rounds. If some of you all are not chanting, take up this practice of chanting at least 4 rounds. It doesn't take much time, half an hour only it takes. 4 rounds every single day. The discipline is we have to do it every single day. We cannot do it Sunday to Sunday. फिर भगवान भी Sunday to Sunday आते हैं, बाकी का दिन छोड़ देते जा भाई तो देख लेगा. Right? So we have to show him. Of course, भगवान छोड़ते नहीं है. भगवान is always there with us. But we have to show him our sincerity every single day. So whatever number of rounds of a chanting, fix it. I chant 4 rounds every single day, and then slowly try to increase it. And I have seen that when we seriously want to increase our rounds, Lord will arrange for time. हमको लगता है टाइम नहीं है, टाइम किधर है, 24 घंटे ही है हमारे पास. भगवान आपको कहीं पे तो टाइम देंगे. टाइम will be created. I have seen that in so many devotees' life. So you have to have that strong desire. I will chant, and this is Yuga Dharma. This is the Dharma of this age, to chant the name of the Lord. And this process is very simple. Prabhupada used to say, you don't require any money. What you require is your tongue and your time. That's it. So somewhere you have to remove time. Start with 4 rounds. If you are at 4, I request you all to increase it by 2 rounds, probably every 2 months. So within a year, you should be reaching 16 rounds, because now last 1 year we are having this program. Within 2 years, 2 years is a good enough time to reach 16 rounds. And only chanting will not help. Along with chanting, we should be doing association and books. Books means reading and hearing. Hearing is very powerful. Otherwise, that bhakti lata beej, chanting is like a seed what you put. If you don't put water to it, it will dry up. So chanting will become a dry process. Oh, chant करना है, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, कुछ तो होने वाला नहीं है, but जपा करते रहो. क्यों मैंने प्रण लिया है, वाला करूँगा? No, but when you hear the glories. What is the power of holy name? Then you feel like, my God, I am doing a very important thing. ये ऐसा मंत्र है, भगवान सामने खड़े हो सकते हैं आके. Of course, that is not our intention. भगवान को इधर खड़ा करने का. But that is the power of this mantra. The mantra is not ordinary mantra. बहुत powerful है. Just by saying Krishna, Ram, Hare, you say what is the power? This power is given by Krishna himself, where he says that all my Shakti I have given in this mantra. These mantras are very, very divine, very powerful. Right? So sometimes people ask, I just chant it when I am driving, when I am... Okay, no problem, that is even good. But it is recommended to chant on beats. Because then that's like you are more serious. And whenever you are driving your car, we have to drive half an hour. Nowadays in Goa, everybody will drive. So when you are driving also you can chant the holy name. It is even much better. Right? But it is recommended to chant on the beats. Right? I'm sure most of you all have the beats. But if you don't have, Pankaj is having, you can buy from him. And you all know it, but I'll still show. We hold it like this. The front, the first index finger, we don't touch the beads, we keep it on our middle finger and we chant by pulling it down. The whole Maha Mantra we do on one and then we pull it down. So when you are chanting, it normally takes around 6.5 to 7 to 8 minutes or 7.5. So you can say if someone is very fast, like I'm very fast, so I take 6.5 minutes. If someone is doing slow, it takes 7.5 minutes. That's okay. So it takes between that range. If possible, you are chanting 4 rounds. Try to finish your 4 rounds in one go. It's best. If you are chanting 16 rounds, the best is complete 16 rounds one go. But if it's not possible, then you can chant 2 rounds in the morning, 2 rounds in the evening. If you get time in the afternoon, you can chant in the afternoon also. When you are chanting one round, till you complete that round, don't talk to anyone. Nor you don't do also anything. So it should not be like we are chanting in one hand. We chant in one hand, right? Then what about other hand? Multitasking. Then you lift this, keep it over there, you tell someone direction, or you go put off the gas, or then you check your phone. Japa bhi ho raha hai. After some time we become so expert that we chant also and we use this hand. So if your mind tells you, अरे यार ये काम करना है ना, you tell your mind, let me complete this round and then I do it. And actually after completing a round, respectfully keep your japa, do that activity, come back, because your mind will kill you otherwise. It will trouble you so much, then you will develop a habit of doing it. वो कल सुना ना habit develop हो जाता है. और एक बार गंदा habit लगा ना chanting में, वो निकलना बहुत difficult होता है. So when your one round is going on, don't talk to anyone or don't do anything unless something is very emergency. If it's emergency, okay, keep your round and then you start again. That's okay. That half round goes. Sometimes some people just keep that part only over here and go, don't do all that. So that your half round is counted. वो सब जिंदगी में नहीं करना, वापस करने का, right? So complete your whole round and then you do your activity. So वो discipline हम जब डालेंगे ना, japa becomes very effective, right? It is recommended to chant in the morning if it is possible, because morning when we get up, our mind is very fresh. A lot of things can be done in the morning. So best time to chant is in the morning before sunrise. So most of us chant in the morning. If you don't get time in the morning, you can chant some rounds in the morning, some rounds you can chant in the evening. This Maha Mantra is so powerful, there is no rules, regulations. You can chant anytime, anywhere, in any state of mind. There is no regulation, you should be doing this or that. But slowly, as I said, we have to increase our standards. Satyam, Saucham, Shama, Daya. What we convert into no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. There is no hard and fast rule. There is no rule like I am chanting Hare Krishna, then I should not be, doing this thing. It's okay now, so many lifetimes we are doing it, but slowly we should reduce it and then negate it. And I tell you, if you chant Hare Krishna, you will get strength to do it, and then you will not miss anything. You will not feel, oh, I am not doing it. It will not even come to your mind. Right? So Hare Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna is very, very powerful, and the process needs to be followed. Process is we sit in the sense we take up the process of chanting. There is sometimes people say that I don't chant when Krishna will help me. जब Krishna हमें मदद करेंगे तभी हम जपा करेंगे. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है. Krishna will never do that. Krishna will never come and force you. We have to lift the beat back, and once we start chanting, Krishna will be all there. So that one initial inertia we have to break. कल प्रभुजी बोले ना, you have to go to jogging. वो jogging shoes डाल के तो बैठो. तभी जॉगिंग के लिए जाओगे, कुछ है ही नहीं तो कैसे होगा? तो पहले वो सामग्री लो, तो पहले बीड बैग लो, बीड्स ले लो, टेक योर थिंग्स, कीप इट एंड वी कीप द बीड बैग इन योर बेडरूम वेयर यू कैन सी इट मोर ऑफन। तो कहीं पे तो रख दिया रूम में ऊपर, ऐसा वो दिखेगा भी नहीं तो उधर हाथ भी नहीं पहुंचेगा। So keep it where it is very easily accessible. Everyone can see it. And if everyone chants in the house, it becomes even more powerful. So everyone can sit, all 3-4 of you all, and chant at least one round together. Just see the energy, how powerful it is. Right? So what we will do now is, we will chant one round. Some of you all have your bead bags, and Pankaj can give beads to others who are not having beads. Pankaj Prabhu and Nilay Prabhu, you can just come with beads. If they don't have beads, you can give them. And those of you all who are having your beads, you can chant on your beads. So what we will do now is, we will chant one round. And when we are chanting collectively, it has a lot of power. Right? So what we have to do when we chant? First thing is, we have to pronounce clearly. Second is, we have to hear. Just hear Hare, Krishna and Ram. Forget who is sitting next to you. Forget the dimension of time. Kuch soche mat. Just keep hearing, and you see as you go 5 mantras, 10 mantras, 20 mantras down the time, you will feel you're totally focused. Why? Because the process of hearing. I was reading one Mahatma Prabhu's book. You know what is that? Why we have problem in relationships? How many of us? I not ask, but we all have problems in relationships, right? He made one statement. He said, we have a problem in relationship because one of us stops listening. We don't listen to each other. We take it for granted. That's why we have a problem. And same thing happens with Krishna. When we are chanting, initially it's all fine, but then we feel it's boring. Why? Relationship break or IQ? Because we stop listening. That sentence strike me. The same thing happens in our relationship. We do so much of multitasking, we do so many things, we stop listening. So listening is very, very important. It may be relationship or it may be chanting Hare Krishna. So we listen very clearly what we say. Right? It is also recommended to sit straight so that you are focused. And the fourth thing is, when we are chanting, we have to pray. What we have to pray? Lord, please accept me. Lord, this is a small seva I am doing to get you. Please accept this seva. And please give me some seva so that I can do something for you. This is what 4 things we have to do. Right? So we will chant the Panchatattva mantra and then we will chant Hare Krishna one round. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare you're feeling? Much more focused, right? And when we're normally chanting at home, we are walking, we are looking here, there. So chanting becomes slow. You must have experienced when we normally chant at home, after chanting we feel very tired. After chanting 10 rounds, 16 rounds, we feel very tired. Why? Because our mind was constantly trying to shake us up. And we were going against that resistance. That's why afterwards we feel so much tiredness. But if you just sit in one place and just chant peacefully, just listening, slowly the mind will come and see the feeling you are getting now. It's nice AC, everyone is quiet, everyone is chanting. You feel like the world doesn't exist. It's only you and Krishna. And this is what happens when you chant in the morning. That space, the morning space, it's only you and Krishna. Then slowly you start figuring it out. Krishna is Paramatma sitting in our heart. And more often you get these experiences, that is Krishna consciousness. And slowly you carry this experience everywhere you go. Then whatever work you do, you are a teacher, you are a housewife, we are getting our families, everything becomes bhakti. Because we are doing it for Krishna. That is the meaning of Krishna consciousness. So it's a process which works for grahasthas very nicely. But we have to take up the process of chanting. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So just like we had this, you want to do the announcement?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Announcement?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's. So just like we chanted today, there is a challenge for you. You know, nowadays there are a lot of challenges. So there is a challenge of being with Krishna for 8 hours. अभी आपने 8 मिनट मैंने लगाया था यहाँ पे 8 मिनट लगे हमें जब करने के लिए. I also was little slow normally. So tomorrow we have 8 hours of Hare Krishna chanting. Tomorrow. So tomorrow one devotee called Krishna Prabhu is coming, who is a brahmachari, very senior brahmachari, and for the whole day from morning 10 o'clock till evening 4 o'clock we will be chanting. It's a seminar, so Prabhuji will be telling about japa. So we will talk for half an hour, then we will chant for half an hour, talk for half an hour, and chant for half an hour. So whole day being with Krishna. Prasadam will be given, AC is there, it's all really nice. You have to keep all your work. Just ensure you get these 8 hours. ऐसा सोचो कि ये Sunday working है. This Sunday they have called you for work. Just think like that and come. So that you are totally, you can keep all your work, household activities back and totally focus. If 8 hours is not possible, come for 2 hours, 4 hours, right? So Prabhuji is coming, we have a lot of more devotees coming from Bondas and devotees from Vasco. 1 month back also Prabhuji had come and we had a very good session. And how many rounds you have chanted maximum in a day? 16? Anyone chanted 20 rounds in a day? Yeah. 30, 32, 64. Some of you must have chanted 64. So that day some devotees ended chanting 64 rounds. Why? Now if you want to chant 64 rounds, you cannot do it alone at home. But when you have so much devotee association, 64 becomes just like that. And just happens from morning 10 o'clock to evening 4 o'clock. So many 10 to 4 we have wasted so many years. I'm 40 years old now. 40 years, 10 to 4 time. So many times it has come in my life. But we never made so good use of it. But tomorrow we have this opportunity. If you can come, it will be amazing. It will help you in your journey of chanting. That's why we have specially called prabhuji, because it will help us in our journey. Because when we eat something lots, that taste remains with us. So if 8 hours is from morning 10 to 4 is not possible, come from 10 to 12 or 10 to 1. Have a prasad and then you can go. There is, the doors are open. It's not like once you come they'll lock you. Right? So it's flexible. But I really request you. I know it's last minute. Of course, we had put this pamphlet a lot of days back, but it will really help. Because when you chant with sadhus, साधु संग सर्व शास्त्रों कहे, लव मात्र साधु संग सर्व सिद्धि होए. Someone told us that you become engineer, your life will be perfect. Someone told us you go to JJ Medical College, you pass out from that, you will be amazing. Someone told us you go to this pharma company, take a job in Pfizer, your life is set. Someone told us you buy this house, your life is set. We got that Shanabhara, lava matra sangha of that so-called sadhu who told us to do something in life and we did it. Similarly, in spiritual circle also, when we get sangha of sadhu, we hear from them, we see how they do it, we get our path, where to go and what to do. So I really request you all, please to come. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.